Okay, so we did the FIFO method in the first video. Let's do the LIFO method for this next one. We'll do LIFO and we'll do weighted average cost. It's a little bigger here. So again, same information, same sales data. We're not changing the sales. So let's figure this out for LIFO. We're even going to start out the same way for April 3rd and April 8th. So I'm actually going to copy and paste those two. Because we're going to start out with an inventory of 40 with a unit cost of 670, total of 26,800. We'll move that down when we update our next inventory. So I'm going to go ahead and grade that out. And then we have 120 that we purchased for 690 for 82,800. On April 11th, we're going to make a sale and we're doing last and first out. So instead of starting from what we have at the top, we're going to start at the bottom. So April 11th, we're going to sell 60. Last and first out, the last ones we purchased cost $690. So 690. We still have some of those though. So we had 120. We sold 60. And then we also still have 40 for 670. Because we didn't do anything with those 40 that cost us $670. April 30th, we're also going to make a sale. We're going to sell 50 more. So 50. We have 50 that cost us 690. So last in, first out, 50 for 690. We had 60. We sold 50. That means we have 10 left that cost 690. And we still have all 40 of the ones that cost us 670. And we can grade these out or pretend they don't exist or whatever it is you want, however is you want to deal with those. So we have 40 that cost 670, 10 that cost 690. May 8th, we're going to make a purchase. We're going to purchase 100 for $700. 100 times 700 gives us 70,000. And we're going to update our inventory. We have 40 that cost 670. We have 10 that cost 690. And we have 100 that cost 700. And our inventory is updated. May 10th, we're going to sell 80. We have 80 that cost us $700. So 80 times 700 is 56,000. We still have, out of those ones that cost 700, 20 that cost 700. We still have 10 that cost 690, and we still have 40 that cost 670. So again, the reason we write it down every time is because this is starting to get longer, right? May 19th, we made a sale for $30. Or for $30, for 30 units. My apologies. Now, we don't have 30 that cost us 700, but we do have 20 that cost us 700. So we're going to sell all 20 of those ones that cost us $700. My apologies. So these 20 are now gone. We need to sell 10 more, right? Because we did a total sale of 30 on May 19th. So 10 more. And it just so happens we have 10 that cost 690. So 10 times 690 gives us 6,900. Those are no. So all we have left is the 40 that costs 670 and gives us 26,800 in our inventory. May 28th, we're going to make a purchase. We're going to purchase 120 for $707. So the first thing I'm going to do is 40 at 670. For 26,800. And we're going to have 120 for 707 for 84,800. June 5th, we're going to sell 60. During last and first out, all 60 can come from the ones that cost us 707. So 60, 707, 60 times 707 is 42,420. 120 minus 60 is 60. That's 707. Again, 42,420. That's not where that goes, though. That goes down 160, 707, 42,420. So we've taken care of all 120 of these. They've either been sold or they're in the inventory. We still have 40 that cost $670 for 26,800. On June 16th, we're going to sell 40 more. So 40 that cost $707. 28,280. We had 60, we sold 40, so we have 20 for 707. And we still have those 40 that cost us $670 for 26,800. Okay. Let's grade this up. On the 21st, we're going to make a purchase. We're going to purchase 180 for 712. So 180 times 712. Now let's update the inventory. 40 for 670. 20 for 707. What did it do? And 180 times 712. It was 180 times 712. There we go. Last, we're going to sell 190. Now, we don't have 190 that cost 712. So we're going to sell all 80 of those. And then moving just up our list, grade out the ones we need grayed out. We've sold all those. We need the next 10, that final 10 for that 190 sale to come from the $20 ones, or come from the $707 ones. So 10, 707. We still have 40 that cost 670. But now instead of 10 that cost 707 or 20 that cost 707, we have 10 that cost 707. And none of the ones that cost 712 because they've all been sold. Balances, again, we're going to sum. Oops, lost my formula. There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to add these last two together. We know that our sales is 611,800. And, honestly, we could just copy this down here. So sales equals 611,800 minus our cost of merchandise sold. Last one, the weighted average cost method. Give me just a second, guys. Okay. So weighted average cost, again, is a little bit different. We're making a moving average of this unit cost in our inventory, but only when we purchase something. So we're going to start out with 40 at 670. 40 times 670 is 26,800. We're going to purchase 120 for 690. 120 times 690 is 82,800. Now we're going to update the unit cost in our inventory. We had 40. We purchased 120. So now we have a total of 160 units. Our total cost was 26,800. Now it's 82,800. Or we added 82,800 into that. Now it's 109,600. We're going to take 109,600 and divide it by 160, and it gives us $685 as an average weighted unit cost. More skewed towards the 690 because there are more of them. For our sale, we don't have to worry about if it's the first ones or the last ones. We're just saying on average, they all cost $685. So we're going to say that these 60 we sold cost $685. And 160 minus 60 gives us 100. For 685, 100 times 685, 68,500. We're also going to sell 50 more for 685. 50 times 685 is 34,250. We had 100, we sold 50, so now we have 50 more at 685 for 34,250. On May 8th, we're going to make another purchase. We're going to purchase 100 for $700. And then we're going to do, 100 times 700. We had 50. We purchased 100 more. Sorry, we had 50, we purchased 100 more. So we have 150. Our inventory was 3425. We purchased $70,000 more of inventory. So 73,425 divided by 150. And something is wrong here. And I think it's this. 50 times 685. Yeah. This is 34,250 times, sorry, plus 70,000. 695. There we go. May 10th, we're going to sell 80 of those. And the next day, or May 19th, we're going to sell 30. We're going to do both of these at the same time because not a lot is going to change except for how many we sold. 80 times 695 and 30 times should also be 695. So 150 minus 80 gives us 70 for 695. $30 times, no, so that would be 40. 70 minus 30 is 40 times 695. $27,800. On May 28th, and again, you can grade these out if you want to. I'm just going to, we made a purchase of 120 for $707. We had 40. We purchased 120, so now we have 160. We had 27,800 worth of inventory. We purchased 84,840 more dollars of inventory. Now we have $112,640 of inventory. So 112,640 divided by 1,600, 704. On June 5th and 16th, we're going to sell 60 and 40 respectively, which means in that order. The first 60, 704. $42,240. If I had 160 and I sold 60, I have 100 left at 704. Let's try that one more time. 100 times 704. Hey, there we go. And I had 100 and sold 40, so that was me with 60 times 704, which is 42,240. June 21st, we made a purchase. No, what's going on here? Sorry, my computer is just doing some funky stuff. There we go. It's not letting me fill stuff in. There we go. June 21st. We purchased 180 and it cost us 712. And because we purchased so many at one time, it's going to skew this weighted average cost towards that end, and that's fine. We had 60. We purchased 180. We now have 240. Our inventory cost $42,240. We added $128,160 of inventory. 170,400 divided by 240, $710. And then we're going to sell 190 for 710. We're going to do, we had 240. We took away 90 of them for 710. Okay. So let's add up our cost of merchandise sold. And we got 35,500. Let's get our sales chart down here. 611,800 in sales minus 357,100. So that's how you do 15, 19, 20, and 21. I hope this was helpful. Have a great rest of your day.